Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's to the 10 and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll run with Smallwood. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Ready. 380.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey!
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Ready. 180.
Rivers now. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ready. 380.
To throw, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, Mariota. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Suckup now, set to kick it off following the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jarrell Casey coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Rivers. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee
the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
90. Delta. 12.
From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Delta.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A first down throw for Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. from the shotgun. It's Mariota. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, Mariota. Going underneath for Lewis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
To throw is Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Suckup for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will get him 1 closer. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Set. 380. Red Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Welcome back now here in London. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, Rivers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Rivers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Flex round! Flex round!
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set! Delta! 12.
Rivers to throw this time. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And Lewis lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, ready! 380!
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. One last shot now for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.